there needs to be a pause in what they're doing so that there can be proper mechanisms put in place to change the culture, because this is a cultural thing. And as George said, it's not just in the Red Arrows, it's not just in the RAF, it's across defence, because we keep hearing of too many individuals committing suicide because of the activities of their seniors.
Given what George was saying there about the role as a front-facing I suppose, standard bearer for the British military around the world, how bad of a blow is this type of report, the fact this behaviour was going on in a unit like the Red Arrows?
Well, it's not just for the British military, it's for UK PLC. So it's a huge blow. Once you hit someone's reputation like this, it's very difficult to build it back up again. And you have to wonder how many people who are watching the air display as they're flying around, and then the pilots land and come out, are looking at the pilots going, have you been involved in inappropriate behaviour and unacceptable behaviour? Who have you been dealing with? And that's going to be very difficult for them to get over.
Are you surprised by it? Because there's a mini theme developing of a sort of macho culture at the top of government, macho culture at the top of the Red Arrows. There's a certain type of person attracted to a certain type of role where you're seen as elite, you're seen as mattering more than other people. Does that make it less surprising that there's bad behaviour among people who get to that level?
Well, sadly, I'm not surprised by it. And the defence has got fantastic policies in place to allegedly stop this sort of thing happening. But those policies just aren't implemented. The victims tried to go through their chain of command to raise the issues there. The chain of command closed down and thought, no, the Reds are too important. You as an individual are less important. And therefore they bullied them and in cases pushed them out. It was when the victims failed to get through the processes that are part of the defence policy to try and highlight inappropriate behaviours, they then came to me and my colleagues in the Independent Defence Authority, and we took it on their behalf to the then Chief of the Air Staff, Sir Mike Wigson, and it took months for us to get through his door to get them in front of him. And when they did get in front of him, he suddenly realised just how big a problem he had and instigated these non-statutory inquiries.
Here's a text we've had. This is a silly text, but I want to read it out to you because I think this might be something that just exists in the minds of some people. This guy's actually said it. We'd be under the thumb of the Third Reich today if women had been the few. Women do not possess the spatial awareness or reflexes to fly in formation at high speed. That is a fact. Men are better at some tasks. I wonder whether there is this lingering view, perhaps in some parts of the military, that women don't belong there, Philip.
Well, I think that view sums it up. I have worked with women in the military, for many, many years, and they are outstanding. They tend to be better than the men in their spatial awareness, their ability to carry out activities in a tactical environment, operating equipment such as fast aircraft, flying helicopters, and all the rest of it. So I think the person who sent that text sums up the problem that there is with large numbers of the armed forces.
Yeah, it might exist there. Just before you, am I wrong to see that? I can't see the point in the Red Arrows. Would you make a defence of them?
Yeah, I think they do have a role. They need new aircraft and they need to modernise what they're doing. But I do think there needs to be a pause in what they're doing so that there can be proper mechanisms put in place to change the culture, because this is a cultural thing. And as George said, it's not just in the Red Arrows, it's not just in the RAF, it's across defence, because we keep hearing of too many individuals committing suicide because of the activities of their seniors. It has to stop. Defence has to realise it can't sort this out itself, and it needs help.